What it do, what it do, what it do. We going for a late night drive. You know what I'm saying? Let me put my hat on. Let me put my hat on. My hairline's not looking together. Let me throw the hat on real quick. We gonna slide back to the east side. Oh, you know, wait a minute. Hold on. I forgot something. I keep my receipts for 7 days. Week like 7 days. You know what I'm saying? I keep my receipts for 7 days. Something my dad taught me, to keep your receipts. He kept them probably longer, but I keep them at a minimum for 7 days. I don't care what it is. But you know, so yeah, you know, I had to get, Maplewood PD got somebody. Glad it ain't me. They got 2 cars. Yeah, they got 2 cars. I don't know what that was about. I'm my own business here. But, so, look. Back on this return to office thing. You know, beware of those that prey on your demise. Beware. Remember I told y'all that story. I might have to release that a little earlier. Because this is like part 2 to it, really, theoretically. So I think I'm going to move that up. That was supposed to be for the 28th. I'm going to move that up. I'm hearing more chatters. More folks is like, hey man, this return to the office, it ain't it. I'm hearing more things. I'm hearing more things like, hey, you know, this ain't it. Folks is really not liking it. You know what I'm saying? And what's really interesting about this situation is this. You know, you got folks, like I told you, that brother that's like kind of in that manager position. They still talking behind the man's back. You know? And one of the guys that was, I say, kind of showing me around the yard, as I say, he's like, hey man, this is something that these guys is doing. So I know if they doing it to him, they doing it to me. And that's why I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of losing respect for them. You know, they still yapping behind this dude in a group. It's not like a one-on-one situation where you get, you know, they're doing it in a group amongst each other about him not coming in and stuff like that. And it's like, he's in a managerial position. So don't be worried about what he's doing. But, you know, there was a situation that happened and it really wasn't my fault. But basically, it was an asset that was supposed to go to a higher up person. But I didn't know and I was never notified. And there was nothing in there that was notified. So the brother kind of looked out for me. He was like, kind of like, hey man, don't worry about it. You know, I got you. And so he knows these people a lot longer than me. So, you know, they may appear like it's friendly banter, or whatever. But, you know, I didn't think it was cool. You know, it's kind of like, y'all do a lot of yapping. And he told one of them, hey man, you don't really be doing no work no way. He told one dude, you don't be doing no work no way. And then he got on another one, like he got on the weasel, like, hey, yeah, dude, you in your 30s and you look 50. So, you know, I'm just listening. I thought it was kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the brother, man, I'm about to start talking to him a little bit more. And just hollering at him and just seeing what's going on and, you know, try to get some insight about things and, you know, about this environment or whatever. Because I know at some point, you know, I won't be there. I know that. But you might as well just, you know, you learn about the yard. Learn your area, you know what I'm saying? I still got people that I talk to, you know, on a daily basis that, you know, and I'm picking up people as I go along just to say, hey, what's going on? So you have your so-called allies, or just people you just kind of get, not necessarily your friends, but these are people that, you could form an alliance with. You're actually better off with an ally than a friend. A friend, that's a stone in the wall. That's like a 15, 20 year investment, damn near. You got to build to get a friend. And you can have them even quicker than that. And then sometimes they'll cut your throat too. But an ally, we both understand we not friends. We can be friendly, but we're not friends whatsoever. We're here to assist each other in our common goal. And that's like the coldest stuff that you could ever do. But again, like I was telling my homie a couple different things about what the climate is out in Ramsey County. And I'm like, man, the lames have migrated from Minneapolis to Ramsey County. And the way I know it is, you'll get some lames that might be on the bus, on express bus. It's a work bus now. And you can kind of tell they upset the entire order of the bus. And let me tell you what I mean by upset the entire order. Everybody's sitting there quietly with their books or headphones or jigsaw puzzles. And these Negroes get on the bus. All these little studs with tats and just looking crazy. Bonnets on. Bonnets and bed sheets. Yeah, I'm going to name this bonnets and bed sheets. They sitting up there with bonnets and bed sheets. 48 quadruple D's just hanging below their belly. I mean, it's embarrassing, man. It looks real bad. It looks real bad. And they loud, wrong, and anti-economical. They are loud, they are wrong, and anti-economical at the same time. Unbelievable. But the lames have migrated to St. Paul. They migrated out here, man. And it's crazy because the white folks, they get sitting up there just looking, and they want to say something. They want to say something, but they afraid that they gonna get some. Oh, we're gonna get some black backlash, man. They afraid of the black backlash. And I'm sitting there just listening. I was like, man, I wish these Negroes could shut up. They not talking about a damn thing. One start talking about a job. Having a conversation about some job that she ain't gonna get. Yeah, I have this, that. I mean, it was crazy. It was insane, man. It was so damn embarrassing. And, I don't know. I just think a lot of these folks is on drugs or what have you, or I do not know what's going on. But it's just not. It ain't decent, man. It ain't decent. Is that pizza place still open? Yeah, it's not good. And I feel bad because, I be trying to be on the bus, and in the morning there'd be a bunch of cackling hens. You know what I'm saying? They just be up there just talking about absolutely nothing. And it'd be 6 in the damn morning. I'm like, what could you talk about this early? Jeez. But that's what's going on. I just got sent an article, man, with the $14 million autism fraud. The immigrant class and the buffer class. The buffer class in Minnesota is alive and well. That's ridiculous. Wait, the 9-minute mark. I got to make sure I put a little post right there. Yeah, the buffer class is alive and well. Yeah, this is a digital journal tonight, y'all. This is a digital journal. Ain't much going on. I got to look at my phone to see what story times, because I write all of that stuff down. But, yeah, so, I was instructed today, like, hey, you need to know who these folks are. All right, bet. Let me know who they are. And so I had to let the weasel know once again, hey, look, this is my schedule. This is what I got going on, And then, like I say, it's always somebody, y'all, that's working. It's always somebody that ain't really got a whole lot to do, that always asking you what you're doing, That's a common law and practice in this game. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Trying to think of a quick little story that I could give y'all. I can't really think of anything right off the bat. I'm trying to give y'all something where I'm over here on this east side. Something that's worth a tale. Something that's definitely worth a tale. I might have to pull over and see what we got. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll pull over and see what we got in the phone real quick, because I had some stuff saved. I don't like messing with the phone when I'm driving.